Can you sleep too much?
The answer might surprise you. Sleep is an essential part of our lives, crucial for both physical and mental well-being. But can you have too much of a good thing? Let's dive into the complex relationship between sleep duration and health, and explore why the answer to this question might surprise you. The importance of adequate sleep. First, let's establish why sleep is so vital. Decades of scientific research have shown that getting enough sleep is critical for a healthy life. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to a host of problems, including depression and anxiety, memory issues and poor concentration, increased risk of heart disease, weight gain, weakened immune system. To avoid these issues, most adults should aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. This range is often referred to as the sweet spot for optimal health and longevity. The surprising link between oversleeping and mortality. While the dangers of sleep deprivation are well known, what's less understood is the relationship between excessive sleep and health risks. Interestingly, studies have shown that regularly sleeping more than 9 hours per night is associated with an increased risk of premature death, similar to the risks of sleeping less than 6 hours. This revelation might seem counterintuitive. If sleep is so beneficial, why would getting more of it be harmful? The answer lies in understanding the nature of this relationship and the factors that influence it. The statue in the park, an analogy for sleep and health. To better understand the complex relationship between sleep and health, let's consider an analogy.
Imagine a Statue in a park.
Every day, children come to play around the statue, climbing on it and throwing balls at it. This daily activity causes some wear and tear, minor scratches and dents. Occasionally, their play might even cause a small crack. Each night, after the children have gone home, a fixer comes to repair the statue. Sometimes, this fixer has a full 8 hours to complete their work. Other times, they're interrupted by a siren, analogous to an alarm clock, before they can finish. In this analogy, you are the statue. The children's play represents daily physical and psychological stressors. The fixer represents sleep. The siren is your alarm clock. Sleep acts as a powerful regenerative tool for both body and mind. However, the fixer, sleep, can't completely reverse all damage. Some scratches, signs of aging, will accumulate over time. This is why, regardless of how well we sleep, we all eventually age and die. The non-linear relationship between sleep and mortality. The relationship between sleep duration and mortality risk isn't linear. Both too little and too much sleep are associated with increased risk. But why? Too little sleep. When you consistently don't get enough sleep, less than 6 hours, you're not allowing your body sufficient time to repair and regenerate. This can lead to an accumulation of physical and psychological damage over time, increasing your risk of various health problems and premature death. Too much sleep. The association between excessive sleep, more than 9 hours regularly, and increased mortality is more complex and often misunderstood. Why sleeping too much might indicate a problem. When we see that people who sleep more than 9 hours have a higher mortality risk, it's crucial to understand that this doesn't necessarily mean that the extra sleep is causing harm. Instead, the need for excessive sleep is often a symptom of an underlying health issue. Think back to our statue analogy. If the statue is severely damaged, perhaps hit repeatedly with a hammer, the fixer will need much more time to repair it. Similarly, when our bodies are battling illness or dealing with significant stress, we often need more sleep to heal and recover. Many illnesses, including depression, sleep disorders, and even some types of cancer, can cause an increased need for sleep. The body initiates this response as part of its healing process. However, in some cases, the illness may be too severe for even this extended sleep to overcome fully. This creates what scientists call an illusion of causality. It appears that too much sleep leads to earlier death, but in reality, it's often the underlying illness causing both the increased sleep need and the higher mortality risk. Individual variations in sleep needs. It's crucial to recognize that sleep needs can vary significantly between individuals and even for the same person at different life stages. Age. Children and teenagers typically need more sleep than adults. An average teenager might require up to 9.5 hours of sleep for optimal development and recovery. Physical activity. People who engage in regular intense physical activity, such as athletes, often need more sleep. Elite athletes might sleep 10 to 12 hours during their competitive season to support their recovery and performance. Illness and recovery. As mentioned earlier, when the body is fighting illness or recovering from injury, sleep needs often increase. When should you be concerned? While variations in sleep needs are normal, there are some situations where excessive sleep might be a cause for concern. Persistent oversleeping. If you consistently sleep more than 9 hours and still feel tired and fatigued during the day, it might be worth consulting a doctor. Sudden changes. If your sleep needs suddenly increase without an apparent reason, like increased physical activity or a known illness, it could be a sign of an underlying health issue. Daytime impairment. If excessive sleep is interfering with your daily life and activities, it's important to seek medical advice.
The bottom line, listen to your body. So, can you sleep too much?
The answer is nuanced. While regularly sleeping more than 9 hours is associated with increased mortality risk, this is often due to underlying health issues rather than the sleep itself being harmful. The key takeaway is this: there is no evidence that sleep itself in any amount is harmful. Instead of trying to limit your sleep, focus on listening to your body and allowing it the rest it needs. If you're consistently sleeping much more than usual and still feeling unrest, it's worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Remember, sleep is your body's most powerful tool for regeneration and healing.
Don't skimp on it.
Instead, prioritize good sleep habits, aim for consistency, and pay attention to how you feel. Your body knows best how much sleep it needs. Trust it, and give it the rest it requires to keep you healthy and vibrant.